Welcome to your in-depth horoscope forecast for week commencing the 17th of February for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you're new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you'd subscribe. This week sees the Sun travel into the 12th Zodiac sign, the sign of Pisces on Wednesday. But also on Sunday we have a fabulous new moon. A new moon which is going to be fired up by the energies of Mars. But Mars is also going to be forging a tremendous angle with Uranus this week, which is a very positive but also very fast moving energy. And the Sun's going to join in with that by the time it achieves that new moon on Sunday. So although it's a watery new moon in the sign of Pisces, also mutable, shifting around, I do think it's going to bring a lot of passion to bear, and particularly when we can listen to our instincts but act them out in a more tangible way, which comes from the energy of Mars being in the sign of Capricorn, where it is exalted. But the other really good piece of news this week is that Saturn and Pluto now start to inch apart. They've been broadly within 3 degrees for around about a year, and of course came into that big connection on the 12th of January where they were exactly conjunct. But now Saturn starts to step forwards. It will move into the sign of Aquarius on the 22nd of March. So that will, depending on your natal chart, provide some relief. Or it could be that Saturn's going to move on to a critical point, like it joins up with my Sun for those 4 months that it is in Aquarius. But what I would say to you is that I feel that the intensity of the transit between Saturn and Pluto is going to start to lessen now, and that's something that we can all appreciate. Now, of course, this week also sees Mercury go into a retrograde. But Mercury has actually been in its shadow, both in the sign of Aquarius on the 2nd of February, and since the 3rd, when it moved into Pisces, right through till this week. But obviously we do need to be sure that we're being very mindful about how we control documents, communications, and there could be some kind of unreliability around a trusted appliance or even device that perhaps has been something that's always there, we're using constantly in our everyday world. Mercury being the ruling planet of Gemini, which is very much about the everyday world. Your specific forecast, Capricorn, sees Mars roar into your sign. This is fantastic. He's going to be with you for the next 6 weeks. Now, it's true that some astrologers will say, rightly, that Mars in the first house can lead to bumps and bruises as we rush around a little bit. But this is mainly true of a natal horoscope. For you, some of the introspection, which has really dominated since the 2nd of December, can just fade away. I feel that you're going to be much more in the moment. And also with the Sun moving into the sign of Pisces, you can feel chattier too, for sure. With Mercury in retrograde in this area, there is the potential for things to go awry, for cross wires to occur. And also something that you've relied upon in terms of transport or technology could prove to be a little bit dodgy. This particular Mercury shadow period has coincided with 3 of my computers failing and my mobile phone, and my car didn't pass the MOT. This is all classic Mercury retrograde stuff, and of course I have Mercury in Capricorn. But for you, the new moon, which comes through on Sunday, is such an opportunity. This week is asking you to think on your feet because of Mars linking so positively to Uranus. It's time to dazzle people by being a little bit less predictable, really. You're known as being the safe pair of hands, the person who plans things meticulously. But if you're a bit more spontaneous, then embrace it. It can be so good for you, and other people can really see that your sex appeal skyrockets, and if you're single, it can certainly draw someone new to you. It's been a real pleasure being with you. If you'd like to ascend above your zodiac sign and embrace personal astrology and understand what makes you tick beyond just where your sun's located, please see the link beneath this video where you can order your personal character analysis and also your 12-month forecast, and also achieve a 30% discount. Or you can choose to have a one-to-one personal consultation with me. But for now, good luck and goodbye.